Awesome. Okay, I am seriously so excited to have Christine on with us tonight. She is absolutely amazing. I was on a Zoom with her a couple nights ago and just fell in love. I think you're the best thing ever. So why don't you unmute yourself and then introduce yourself to the people who don't know you.
Can you guys hear me okay? Awesome. All right, so my name's Christine. I am 29 years old, and I have been in the business for a little over 4 years, so I feel like a dinosaur to everyone in this group right now. And my story goes back a little bit. So before I started this business, I had walked away from domestic and emotional abuse. I didn't have a car, I didn't have any money, I was sleeping on mattresses on floors. On top of it, I was a full-time online college student. And I was kind of just going through the motions of life. I was getting up every day, taking care of my kid, doing school. And I was like, there's gotta be more than this. And one day, I was scrolling through social media like we all do, right? And some girl, I can remember the post like it was yesterday. She was holding up $500 with bright red fingernail polish. And it was like, who wants to make some extra money? And I was like, oh, right here, this girl does. And I sat on it for 24 hours and I did everything I could to find the money to get started. I was selling Abby's old toys. Now, remember, I didn't have a lot. I had just started over. So I was selling toys and clothes and everything. And I literally got every penny together to get started. And it took me my full 30 days to get my first 4 loyal customers, 6 months to go Ruby. So if you guys are pushing for Ruby, keep going. And then I sat at Ruby for a year. And after my first conference, after they announced the Go bonuses, I went diamond a month later, earned a $10,000 bonus, then went double and earned a $30,000 bonus. And so I just want to say, if you're in a position where you feel like you're going for a promotion, keep going. Don't stop. Because this is the time where you're planting all those seeds, and y'all better have your tickets to conference, because you're going to go conference and you're going to have a light under your booty and you're going to realize, wow, what an opportunity I have here. So that's a little bit about my story. No one special, just a mom working her biz from home full time.
I absolutely love that. I love what you were talking about with your story and these time frames, because we all come from everyone's journey is going to be different. And so I know with my girls a lot, I went Ruby in my first 30 days. It was a very quick journey for me there. And so we've got people who are still pushing Ruby, as I know we have all over the place. So like she said, took her 6 months to go Ruby, guys. She's a double diamond, bringing in bank, about to go triple. Okay, so it does not matter how long it takes you to get started to hit that first rank. All that matters is that you don't give up and you keep on going. So let's start off with, what are your daily non-negotiables?
That's funny. My kind of a little bit all over the place. I am, again, a single mom. I have a 6-year-old little girl, so time management is very super important to me when it comes to my negotiables. So if your kid's napping, you need to work when your kid naps. If your kid sleeps in till late, get up an extra hour earlier. I do have a little daily list of things that I like to do every day. So one being personal development. I think it's so important to be in the right headspace, because if you're not in the right headspace, you are not going to promote in this business. And I will tell you, that whole 6 months it took me to go Ruby, I didn't do personal development. So why do you think it probably took me so long to go Ruby? And then I got comfortable. And then guess what? A whole year later, I didn't do more personal development. So I sat there and I blamed everything around me. And until I got myself in the place of knowing and affirmating, I deserve this. My why deserves this. My family deserves this. That's so important every day to tell yourself, give yourself 40 minutes of grace to sit there and give that time to fill your cup, because you're not going to be able to pour into others, into your potentials or anything without being in the right place. So personal development is something you can ask anybody on my team. If you're not doing personal development, you're not going to get anywhere. I do, typically every day is a little bit different. So I actually have my list written down already for tomorrow. That's how my daughter's in bed, I organized my day for tomorrow. I do interactions on Facebook. I think that's really super important if you're wanting to boost your post algorithms. So wishing people happy birthday, commenting if you guys are all mommies or people who follow mommies, wish their kids happy birthday. Growing my market, host to posts, getting a post to post every day, messaging for host to post. So definitely I try to give myself that personal development, and then I do, again, interactions, posting in my stories, posting on my feeds, post to post, things like that. So and each day, again, is a little bit different, just because I don't feel like every day is like super duper organized. I'm a mom, who knows what, she could be sick tomorrow, fall and break an ankle, who knows, like tomorrow. But I try my best. I think organizing your day the night before that's like, I don't go to bed without doing that. If you're a parent, you need to do that now. Like, get your time organized. That's so important.
So how would you say that you manage to get those things done every day, even when you do have those days where your kid's sick or, she does fall, whatever that is? How are you keeping yourself focused and committed to still finishing that list?
I think it's important to understand that even on the days you have bad days, or your kids are having a bad day, or you feel like you've yelled at your kid 100 times to go away, I'm trying to get work done, you need to remember why you're doing this. Even if that means, like, so for example, when my daughter's home on weekends, Friday nights, Saturdays, and Sundays, I have alarms set on my phone. And every time my alarm goes off, I'm shooting out 20 to 30 messages on Instagram and interacting on Instagram, and 20 to 30 messages on Facebook and interacting on Facebook. And throughout the time she's watching Little Einsteins or, Aristocats for the 5th time, I'm growing my market. Don't get so overwhelmed about the amount of tasks you get done. Break it down a little bit smaller and give yourself grace when your kid is sick, or when you're sick, or you're trying to get the laundry done. Like, break it down to something that's what I do might not work for you, but, break it down to what's going to fit best into your life and your schedule. And you're going to feel like you're going to get so much more done. You're not going to go to bed at the end of the night, putting your head on the pillow being like, man, I didn't get anything done. Like, I just sat here and felt so overwhelmed and let life get the best of me. Versus, okay, I got 4 things on my list done. Okay, that's a good day. I got something done today. So that's just how I, and give yourself some grace. Guys, life's going to happen. There were 3 weeks last month. We had the sickness going through my whole family. And I literally told myself every day, okay, I got to interact and add to my feed. And I need to grow my market. And I need to, message people and get a post. Like, I was like, okay, I can do that within a 12-hour window. I'm good. Like, that's a good day. Your other question was, and I was reading the list, best tips to staying organized while running around with kids. Like, that goes back to, like, I already planned out my day for tomorrow. I wrote down everything I want to get done business-wise, even put down Zooms that I have for tomorrow afternoon, knowing, okay, Abby goes to school, she's got to get on the bus at 7:15, and I have from 7:15, the moment she gets on that bus, till 3 o'clock to get work done. That's, again, that's organizing your time. So, like, on the days you were saying, like, when your kids are sick, or you've got soccer and football and t-ball and a Christmas party, you've got this going on, I really want all of you to, like, call to action, right? I want you to organize your week. Open up your agenda book and say, okay, I've got this on this day. I got a Zoom on this day I want to get on. And you're going to see how much more time you have versus sitting there again, oh, I got to get all this done. I got to get all this done. And the kids got to get here and the kids have to get there. So that's just some of my, like, organize your time, because you're going to waste it sitting there getting overwhelmed. So
I absolutely love that. Yes, I say all the time, like, you can sit there and you can work all day long. And I think it's so easy to get caught in the headspace of, like, if I'm not working, like, I'm missing out. Like, I'm not running my business. But you are going to get so much more done if you work an hour here, 30 minutes there, and you are so intentional, that if you work all day long, you're going to get at the end of the day and you're not going to feel accomplished, because you may have worked 12 hours, but what do you have to show for it? Where if you work 1 hour, 2 hours, and do it so intentionally, you get a better result from that. So don't think that you've got to spend all day on your phone, that you can't take 2 seconds away to be with your kids, that if you're not on your phone, you're missing out. Like, manage your time, prioritize it, and then be so super intentional when you do have those pockets of time. So let's see. So when it comes to balancing your business and balancing being a mom, clearly you were already a mom when you started this, so you didn't have to like switch things up. But what do you think through the process has been the biggest thing you've had to learn to overcome?
So when I started this business, my daughter was in diapers. Okay, so like it's been a good minute, and so I've been through all phases of like I've been a college student while being a mom and working my business. I think for me, like as she grows older, she's starting to realize, yeah, no excuses. Like get yourself organized, okay? She's as she learns to communicate. Now my daughter does have a little bit of a learning delay, so she does have a speech impediment and a learning delay, so we are going through that motion too. She's starting to be able to communicate. Hey mommy, can you come play with me? Hey mommy, can you put your phone down? Hey mommy, can we? That's where the organization of time comes in. Because I'm sorry, but on weekends, my daughter will sleep until 8:30 or 9 o'clock. And guess what time I'm getting up? Not 8:30, 9 o'clock. Because now that she's turning 5 and 6 years old and in kindergarten versus when she's a toddler, you can stick her in front of cartoons and a whole playpen full of toys and she's entertained, right? Don't tell me your kids don't watch Little Einsteins all day long. Oh no, my video's cutting out. Can you guys hear me okay? You guys are okay? Okay. Just sorry. But like my daughter would sit there and watch a whole Disney movie. A Disney movie's an hour and a half. So find those pocket of windows of time. But now that she's learning to communicate, be okay with, okay, I'm going to put my phone down at dinner. Actually put the phone down. Okay. I'm not talking next to you while it's on notifications and she's taking a bite and you're sneaking your phone. Put it on the other side of the room, okay? Send out 10 to 20 messages. And, okay, let's play Candyland. Let's play a quick game. Come on, Candyland. Guess what? Because after that game of Candyland, she's done. She don't want anything to do with me. She don't want nothing to do with me. She sat there and watched Little Einsteins for 4 hours. She wanted nothing to do with me that whole 4 hours. She's like, bye. Bye. I was like, okay. Learn to, like, okay, like, Abby's been asking to bake cookies all week. Okay, cookies take, 30 minutes to make? Go buy the breakables. Let her break them up, put them on a pan, stick them in the oven. Okay, cookies bake for 20 minutes. Guess what? For 20 minutes, you're going to go interact and like. For 20 minutes, you're going to go grow your market. Don't tell me she's going to sit there and be like, mommy, 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 mommy. No. Mm-mm. And I've been through all walks. We've been through the potty training phase. We've been through the learning to communicate phase. We're going through the school phase of where, like I'm asked to volunteer 2 and 3 times a week. And I'm asked to, be more hands-on. She comes home with homework every day in kindergarten. So like when she comes home from school and I've taken the time out to organize my time, I work my time when she's in school. And even if let's say you work a full-time job, and my daughter goes to bed at 8 o'clock. Is your head on the pillow at 8? Because my head's not on the pillow. My head's on the pillow at 10:30, 11. I'm staying up, and then I'm still getting up at freaking 5:30, 6 o'clock so I can have me time. It's okay to you can still be a mom and be present with, even if you don't have kids and you have a boyfriend and you feel like, God, you do not need to be glued to your phone 24/7 to promote in this business. No, absolutely not. Set those alarms on your phone every couple hours. If you were to sit there and shoot out 20 to 30 messages on Instagram, 5 alarms. 1 in the morning before you go to work. Don't tell me you don't get a lunch break. If you don't, you're crazy and you need to go find a different job. 1 before you leave your job in the parking lot, and 2 at night before you go to bed. 100 messages. You're done. That's 5 alarms. And you can still cook and give them tubby time and tuck them in at night and be present. But you have, again, I think it all, for me, organize. I used to be my life used to be a hot mess before I used to organize. But if you organize your time and I already have my week planned out. I know what every weekend I'm doing for the whole month. I've got plans. I got wrestling tournaments. My boyfriend has a son in wrestling. We've got 3 Christmas parties. His mom flies home on the 20th. I pick her up from the airport at 10 and I drop her off Christmas Eve at 9. No, take an hour and just be like, okay, I'm going to write down everything that's going down all month. And I'm going to write down my work schedule, or if you don't work, okay, my daughter's got this on this day and this person's got this. Okay, wow, I've got time to work my business. Again, you're getting caught up in the headspace of worrying about the worry and the fear and not being present. But you know what's going to be more precious, especially if you have little ones? That you're the mommy in the class that gets to show up. Because again, that's all I wanted, is I wanted to be the mom. Because guess what? When I show up in the classroom during the week, like they had a big Thanksgiving feast a couple weeks ago, guess what? I was the only parent that showed up in that class. Out of over 20 children, I got to show up. Because I was willing to take the pockets of window and stay up and get up earlier and sacrifice so I can be present. Sorry, I get on these rants and I just go on.
Oh, it's okay. Everyone is absolutely loving it. So you're doing great. We love it. But yeah, for real, like guys, I say this a lot too, you know, you either can make excuses or you can make money, but you can never do both at the same time. So you've got to decide what you want to prioritize. Like, did you hear this? She's going to school. She has a baby who has a speech issue. She's got all of this going on. She's rebuilding a life and she's working her business and she's promoting. And you think you're too busy. Like, come on, guys. We all have life happening. We are all going through things. We're all doing things. You know, no one in this business has this perfect cookie cutter life where their day is so super easy and they just worked a little here and a little bit there and then woke up ambassador. Like, no, it takes sacrifice and it takes heart and it takes dedication. But guys,
if you find them, hook me up. If you find them, hook me up, okay?
Dude, for real. Like, I just want to switch schedules if we find them. Like, okay? But whatever you're doing, I promise you the sacrifice now is going to be so worth it later. Like, there's no way that, you know, you're sitting here and you're like, well, dang, 6 months ago, it would have been nice to take that nap that day I was tired. But you know what? I get to be at my kids' Thanksgiving. I'm the only parent. And you're not going to look back and ever regret the things you sacrificed. Oh, I canceled Netflix for a month because it was taking too much of my time. You're not going to look back and be like, dang, I wish I would have been watched more shows. No, you're going to be like, my bank account is bigger. My kids have a better life than they had 6 months ago, all because of the sacrifices you were making. It is all going to pan out. So my next question was, how do you or how have you learned to kind of deal with the mom guilt?
I was just getting ready to talk on this. You were talking about the sacrifices that you make. You know, like I graduated with my bachelor's still and was able to be present mom, but we worry so much about the mom guilt. It takes away from actually being present. You sit there and stress and worry so dang much. You're already taken away from your kids from doing it. So stop the guilt. That's where the sacrifice comes in. So in the mornings when I get Abby up and ready for school, I'm not on my phone. My phone's down. We have morning time. I have my coffee with her. We have breakfast time. We get ready together. Okay. You just spent time with them, right? Okay. And then you get them, you have all this pocket of I have all this pocket of a window when she's gone. Like, man, I can get like buttloads done then, right? So let's say your kid's home full time. Your kids nap, right? So if you're so worried, again, set those alarms. But guys, like, to me, this was my biggest, like, eye-opening, was my first Christmas with Abigail. And I could afford to be able to have Christmas with her because I sat there and I kindly explained to my mommy's working really hard so we can have an extra special Christmas. I will be with you. Just give me 1 minute. Take the second, answer the message, put the phone down. Wait for the next alarm to go off. Okay, that's the same with if you're in a relationship and they're complaining, you're on your phone. Okay, set an alarm, answer the message, put it down. Have date night, leave the phone at home for a couple hours or shut it off. You want to have family game night? Okay, make a cute post how you're having family board game night. And I love this business because I get to spend time with my family. And guess what? You're going to put your phone down. I'm telling you, you're going to put your phone down. Okay? Like I think it could be so easy, and this comes back to mindset. This is a mindset thing. This is all you are getting in the wrong headspace by worrying so much. It's so easy to worry. I feel like that's just the devil creeping in, trying to take a hold of your business. And so you have to be willing to tell yourself, okay, I'm going to get up the extra hour early. I'm going to stay up the extra. You think, Abby's been in bed since 7:30 Eastern time. It's 9:20. Yes, I'll probably be up for another hour and a half after this to make sure all my work's done, everything's organized for tomorrow, so I don't have mom guilt. And she will come home from school tomorrow being like, it's dance day, woo, we get to go to ballet. And I spend that time with her and we get ready and she puts her tutu on and she's so excited and we go to dance. And guess what? While she's sitting there in the dance studio and I have to wait in the waiting area, I have a whole hour to work my business. And then guess what? When she comes out, phone's put away because I can have mommy and her time and we can sing Baby Shark in the car for the 100th time and talk about how dance went, right? It's not hard. And when she was littler, it was you put on some music and you have dance parties dancing down in the kitchen and you bake cookies and you get to post about how you get to have dance parties with your kid in the kitchen. And guess what? I don't know, my kid, I don't know if it's because she has ADHD or she's a toddler, she goes squirrel and then she's gone and then she don't want anything to do with me. And then guess what? I get to work my business. So why are you sitting there? You are telling the guilt and the worry, hey, let's put a break on my dreams. Aren't your kids the reason why you do this? So why are you letting your kids be the reason to slow you down? I joined this business to be able to afford the diapers and the wipes and the food. And guess what? I did not think 4 years later I would still be sitting here being the mom that gets to go to the Thanksgiving feast and the Christmas parties and asked to volunteer in the classroom and, no, but I'm the class mom now. And guess what? I love it. And it's because I was willing to take the sacrifices when she was little and rock her to sleep. I would rock her to sleep while listening to Zooms. You can ask Katie, she's on here. I would sit on those Zooms and she would be passy in mouth and I would just rock. And I'd be listening and I'm like, man, I can't wait to watch this recording when she goes to bed because I'm going to take all these notes down that I learned. And guess what? She's in bed by 7. And I'm like, holy cow, I'm wide awake. I could stay up till 10 o'clock. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, you're telling me 9 hours sleep ain't enough. Man, there's something wrong with you. Go get some greens, some keto energy. Like, go buy something. Guys, like, I'm in bed 10:30, 11 o'clock every night and still up between 5 and 6 o'clock every day because this business is a priority. And being able to be the yes mom and be the present mom, you got to put the mom guilt aside and tell yourself, okay, I'm going to work my ASS off, like if there's little kids listening, and I am going to work as hard as I can so I can afford the extra special Christmases and the birthdays and the soccer and baseball and horse riding lessons and traveling and all that good stuff. You want to be able to give back to them. Quit using them as the excuse. Mom guilt's an excuse. Put it aside. Sorry, again, I'm ranting. I'm sorry.
You're so good. It's great. It's absolutely perfect. So the last thing I wanted you to touch on to kind of step away from the whole mom side of things, because you're not just a mom, you're a mom who is freaking rocking her business. So what are you doing right now? Like 2 or 3 tips of things that are really working for you to help mass enroll, hit promotions, those kind of things.
I am, well, obviously being organized every single day. So I know at the beginning of every month what promotion I'm going for, what volume amount I need, how many distributors I need. I know my leaders need, what my team needs. So I break it down to literally a mathematical science. Like I know what volume I need to enroll every single day to hit my promotion. So get organized. Host to post is the bomb. I don't care what anyone says. You want to be more present? I can get up 4 host to posts and they get 20 comments and I'm like, man, this is butter. And I can just get work done. Don't tell me host posts don't work. It works if you work it. So I host a post like no other. Instagram, I do host a posting as well. But I am all about host to post right now. It's literally the reason why I signed 4 customers today. 4. And I have done nothing I used to say it didn't work either, Katie. Katie and I went through that phase. It didn't work. Everyone's doing it now. Go do host to post and stay organized. Follow up. The only reason I am signing is because I'm putting in the extra footwork of following up. And what I mean is, prime example. So I was ordering a Christmas calendar for my mom on Shutterfly, and I got busy with my child, right? Mommy, 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 mommy. Okay, what? And I put my phone down. I walked away. And guess what? I got an email notification today. You left your item in your cart. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so a business thing right now. I am following up till they block me or tell me to go away or they're unfriending me or whatever, but I am following up like crazy because I feel like if you're not following up with them, you're doing them a disservice. And I remind them, like, hey, I know you said you wanted to work on your weight loss goals of achieving blank. Are you ready to get your order in so that way we can hit that goal going into the new year? Boom, done. So follow up, do Host Post is awesome. I could sit here and go on and on about Host Post. I love Host Post. It's like literally the butter to my business right now. And I'm the bread. And get organized. And please give yourself grace. You're human. And we all have setbacks and we're reloading and we're amping up. And please tell me you're all going to conference. Drop a 1 if you're going to conference. But like, get yourself to conference, get lit, continue to stay excited, know the boom is coming. And guess what? There's no such thing as a slow season unless you make it a slow season. So just keep going. I don't care if you need 10,000 in volume. Keep going. Make it happen. It will be a priority to you. Just go. You are the captain of that car, okay? You put your gas. Go, 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 go. Quit waiting for the mom guilt to go decide. Quit waiting for a new year. Guess what? Because everything that you're moping and worrying about is still going to follow you into the new year. So just keep going. Like, make the sacrifice. Stay up a couple extra hours late, but just go. Yes. I could go on. This business can be a blessing, but know that you have to harvest the harvest to be able to reap the blessing. So please, like, just don't get, like, there were so many times in my business I could have gave up, and I will never forget my daughter being like, I love that you work from home. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm never going back to work again. This is my life. I even have my boyfriend's 12-year-old son telling me he loves that I work from home. So you're going to reap that blessing if you just keep going. I could rant and rant and rant and go and go and go.
We absolutely love it. Thank you so much for hopping on here. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you have any last thoughts, final words for anyone who's pushing to promote, we're so early in the month still, but anything you want to leave everyone with?
I want you to know that, you know, a lot of what from what I read in the questions, it all goes back to mindset. And I wrote something down. I do journaling personal development. Now I do business personal development, which is a whole different thing. You can do business personal development and you can do personal development. They're two completely opposite things. So don't think you're listening to business tips and, oh, I'm doing personal development. No, you're not doing personal development. And I was listening to a podcast and she literally said in the podcast, weeding, growing, and sowing is a part of a harvest. So you have to put in the work to be blessed and be rewarded. Guys, you can't sit there every day and be like, God, please bring me runners. Please, like, let me have all these amazing rock stars that just want to work and let all these loyal customers come in, and then you sit on your butt and do nothing. Okay. You have got to run. Go do the income, find what works for you, what works for me, what works for Mariah, Haley, Katie. You know, everyone else could be totally 100% opposite of what works for you. You find what works for you and your family and your babies and you run with it. Okay? Just be diligent about it. You think I want to get up every day and work my business? No. Oh, sweet Jesus, no. When she gets on that bus, there's so many mornings I'm like, man, I could just go back in my warm bed and go to sleep for hours without being interrupted. And then I sit there and I'm like, yeah, I kind of need to get my work done now because she's in school and I'm not going to be interrupted every 5 seconds to put little Einsteins on or for a snack or to play a game. So I am going to work my business now. And I'm going to knock out the most of what I can do now while she's not home. You really think Jade Hooper and, you see Claire and Susan Wade and all these people, you don't think they didn't sacrifice? You think they just sat there and made a post and all these godly people came to them? No. They had to put in the action. Again, it works if you work it. And it's really not that hard. It's not. Don't tell, because you know what? Even if you would just be scrolling on social media, you would just be watching the cute little, they have that cute Facebook TV little app button you can push and watch Teen Mom rerun episodes and Food Network stuff. Like, quit it. No. I purposely got rid of my little Netflix icon so I don't go watch Netflix. It's literally Abby's, and it's all little like kid shows. And guess what's next to the Netflix app? Disney Plus, my lifesaver, right? Guess what? I don't watch TV anymore. I don't. That's like my guilty pleasure. If I get all my work done at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, I'm going to literally put a movie on. And you know what happens half the time? Is I catch myself working during the movie anyway, so what's the point? But you guys, you can just pray over your business, get yourself in that space, and know that you will have God will bless you with what you want if you put in the work. And trust the journey, okay? You guys, anybody can do this. I'm literally a hot mess express. If you could see my house, I got a sink full of dishes, probably 2 weeks worth of laundry piled up on my bedroom floor, a dog that literally smells like wet dog. He needs a bath, and I'm like, forget it. And I think Abby probably, like, I'll be lucky to find her a clean outfit to wear to school tomorrow. So, like, give yourself some grace, okay? Just work it. Make those lists. I have, like, house lists and business lists, and just get organized with it. So, sorry, again, I can go on ranting, but anybody can do this. Just remember that it takes diligence and keep going.
Yes, I love that. All right. Thank you so much again for hopping on with us. It was absolutely fantastic.
You're welcome, guys.
Did it.